Grand Rising. What's up, man? Hope everybody slept well last night. Hope everybody got a good sleep. It is approximately 4:44 a.m. 444, protected by my ancestors. Woo-hoo. It's powerful right here. Just think, not too long ago I was ignorant of a 444. Sorry, Jay. What? But it was all a lesson that needed to be learned, and I learned it. 444, protected by my ancestors. And speaking of that, I got something I would like to say, man. And it might not mean nothing to anybody. It means something to me. Man, I'm going on about 37 days. 37 days or more without one drink. No beer, no alcohol, no liquor, no strong drink. And I actually, in my living room, it's a bar. Well, I made it a bar. I got rid of all my alcohol, man. I'm talking about shit. It's a lot of money, man. I got rid of a lot of alcohol. Bottles I hadn't even opened. I got rid of it all. Got rid of my shot glasses, my wine glasses. I got rid of everything. Got rid of all my beer, got rid of all my everything. So I'm going on 37 days or more without a drink. And I'm proud of myself. And I ain't do it for nobody. I did it for me. I did it for my health. I did it because too much of anything could be too bad for you. Everything gotta be done in moderation. But I just don't know how to drink moderately. So I thank the creator of the universe, man, that I was able to do that. Everything just gone. And something else. Just as much as I had, like I said, 37 days or more, I haven't had a cigarette. I haven't smoked a cigar. And I got rid of all of that too, man. And I'm proud of myself if nobody's proud for me. I feel good for myself because one time I think I smoked and I drank because of stress. And one time I think I programmed it in my mind like, once I get off work I need a drink or I need a smoke. I don't know. It just became a part of my lifestyle. Once I started realizing that I was a king, oh man, the drinking really was crazy because I read how the kings in ancient Egypt in Africa period, they drunk dead, man. Go study, look that up. Well, I just got to a point where I was tired of all of it. And like I said, 37 days or more. Haven't had a smoke, haven't had a drink. I got it all out of my house. I got rid of some expensive cigars, man. And the person I gave this stuff to, well, you know you owe me some money. You get at me. Pay me. Nah, man, all jokes aside, though. And I feel great. I feel great this morning. And with that being said, man, I feel like I can share a story with y'all. All right, and it's from way back in the days. I had to be a teenager. I had to be a teenager because it's an old story, and we get right into it. There was a guy in our neighborhood. And they called him Sleepy. Okay? His eyes he looked sleepy, so that was his name. Okay? Now, I've been blessed because I've met the superstar Sleepy. We talking about Sleepy Wonder, the reggae dance hall, the reggae artist. I've actually met Sleepy Wonder. Sleepy Wonder actually recorded one of my first demos when I was getting on in the game. And I've done an interview with Sleepy Wonder, which I'm going to revamp that on this new page pretty soon. I'm going to revamp a lot of my stuff, man, now that my YouTube channel is picking up real quick. But I'm not talking about the superstar Sleepy Wonder. We're talking about cat I grew up with, man, Sleepy. I just wanted to differentiate between the two so you can understand. So this guy named Sleepy, everybody knows this cat, man, and he's not a joke. He's never been a joke. Neither is the reggae artist Sleepy Wonder, for that matter. He ain't no joke either. Serious guy. This guy from my neighborhood named Sleepy. And that's the whole point of what the conversation is about today. Don't ever say yeah or agree with something if you didn't hear actually what the person said. Don't just try to keep a conversation going if you didn't hear what they said. Okay? And this is where our story takes place. This is where the story begins. So, like I said, man, I'm probably 16, 15, 16, something like that. And man, we're at this club. Now they call this club the Dead End. Listen to me. Because to get to this club, you gotta go down a dead end road. You hear me? Ain't no way to get out back that way. It's only one way in there, bad boy, one way out there. But it's on the dead end road. You hear me? And we at this club. Whole point is, I'm probably like 15, 16 years old. Man, me and my brother, we've been getting in the club since we was like 13, 14 years old. So, hell, everybody was at this damn club, man. Everybody I went to school with, man, it was just the shit. That's why from down and down the road, they letting anybody in. They don't give a damn. You got some money, you got money to spend, come on in. And, man, I was down there, man. I was toe up. I was toe up before I got to the club. Talking about that, drinking and stuff. It's crazy that I'm sitting like this, because this is actually how I was like laid back in the club. I'm talking about gone though. I was like this, man, gone out of it. I'm looking around. I'm seeing people. I'm seeing like more people than is probably in there. The place is packed. Don't get it twisted. But I'm seeing dope. I'm sweating, and I'm laid back like this. I can hear the music, I hear people, and I'm getting warm. So when you get warm and you drunk, guess what happens? You go to sleep. You hear me? So I was dozing off a little bit. And my man, I never forget this, man. This joint was something out of a movie. You can't make it up if you try to. Listen to me. My man Sleepy walked in with a black leather coat on. Gotta keep in mind, man, when we was like 14, 15 years old, even though he was a little bit older than us, it seemed like he was a grown man. As a teenager, he was like a grown man already. So his voice was deep. But he walked in, and I told you his eyes were sleepy. He walked in, leather coat on. He looked around. He looked at him. He was like, yo, twin. I'm twin. I turned, looked at him. You remember, I'm about to pull up. He said, yo, twin. I said, yo. He said, I'm getting ready to shut this shit down. And I'm about to toe up, thinking he just talking. I looked back at him, I said, yeah, man, we gonna shut this joint down. I'm thinking like, we gonna party till we like the last ones in there. That's what I mean, like shut the joint down. Ain't nobody gonna be here. We gonna be the last ones leaving. They shut it down like that. That ain't what the nigga was talking about though. remember, man, he walked in with that leather jacket on, nigga walked. Man, and I'm not, listen, a lot of people say they like how I tell stories, man, because they say I'm so animated. My brother do the same thing. He's one of the best persons at doing this. But I gotta reenact this so you can understand what I'm saying. When that nigga walked in, man, this leather jacket on, man, it was like when I turned and looked at him, because he keep him on about twisted. And this is what I seen, whether you believe me or not. I turned and looked at the nigga, man, and the nigga had like, it was like smoke around this nigga. Man, that's my word on everything, yo. I turned and looked at this nigga, like smoke on this nigga. Smoke around this nigga. He had a black leather coat on. He turned, he looked at me, he said, "Hey, yo, twin. Hey, yo, twin." I said, "Yo." He said, "Yo, get ready to shut this shit down, B." I said, "Word?" I said, "Yeah, we gonna shut this joint down." I was just saying something, man. But that nigga really meant he get ready to shut that joint down. Just as soon as I turned my head and went back to lay my head down like this, cause I'm toe up. And everybody that I know from my hood was there. R.I.P. to a cat named Ant. R.I.P. to him, he was there. R.I.P. to a cat named Ricky Pearson. He was like, almost like my older brother. He was there. Rest in peace. Man, just think how many rest in peace I gotta say. Rest in peace to my homeboy Rio Sims. He was like my brother. He was there. Oh man, there was a lot of folks there. If I'm not mistaken, I think my man Malik, Lil Hustler, he was there. I think Willie G was the DJ there that night. A couple of joints I went to school with. It was stacked up in that joint. You had people from Wilson, people from Rocky Mountain, people from, man, everybody coming from counties around here in this one little spot. And man, just as soon as I turned my head and laid down, like back there, all I see was my man sleeping. In slow motion, nigga. I'm talking, man. Listen, can't make it up if I try. He came out that joint, man. He came out the woodwork. 2 pistols. I'm talking blazing, nigga, on some proof. Diabolical mob figure type gangster shit. I'm talking inside the club. When he said he gonna shut that shit down, oh, he meant it. I'm talking about, boy, you like poof, 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 poof. I see him run, bro. I see him run. Listen, thank God that nigga was my dog. Thank God that nigga was cool with me. Cause he let me know before he shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Cause boy, when I realized what was going on, cause when I went up, man, talking about, as soon as I laid my head down, bro, all I heard was gunshots. I see this nigga. Poof. 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 I'm talking about poof. Poof. And when I realized what was going on, man, I got it together, got low. I got the up by that club, man. And by the time I'm running to the parking lot to try to get to where I parked at, keep in mind now, I'm about 15 or 16, and I'm at the club driving. Now, back in the days, how we used to get cars is, we sold a lot of drugs. Allegedly. Allegedly, if you was underage and you didn't have no L's, which they call faces, license, you could find a person that do drugs or crack, allegedly, and give them a little couple pieces of crack, allegedly, and you can get a vehicle. So I had a vehicle that night, allegedly. So man, I'm running to the parking lot, man. I'm seeing people falling. It was like a stampede out there, motherfuckers is running like roaches when the lights come on. And while I'm running to my car, man, I'm looking back, and I see my man, Sleepy. One said, "Yo, twin, I'm about to shut this shit down." I see him in slow motion as I'm running. Man, listen, I shit you not. While I'm running to the car, looking back at this thing, I can see this thing in the parking lot. Slow motion. chasing motherfuckers to their car. On some Matrix type shit. And man, I made it to my car, man. And boy, I got the fuck out of there. Phew. See, the Most High protected me, man. I've always been in situations, or always been around a situation where I was in imminent danger, or in a place where I could have possibly lost my life. And the creator of the universe always shielded and protected me. I was never really afraid of like hood stuff, gangster stuff, guns. I was thrilled by that. Me and my brother, we lived in the projects. We was thrilled by that. Loved it. You know what? And we thought coming up, it was cool to have drama with everybody. We thought that was man, we was having drama with everybody. Starting drama. Trying to fight everybody. Trying to rob everybody. Those stupid mates, man. Nobody wanted to have nothing to do with us. That's why them boys is trouble. You know? But somehow, someway, the Most High changed the whole situation around. And yeah, I just, you know, I thank the Most High, man, that the gangster Sleepy, he saw something in me to come let me know, like,
hey, yo, twin, I'm about to shut this shit down.
Then he proceeded to shut that joint down. And guess what? I was out of there! Running like a mother. Boy, I'm talking about, man, I wish you could have seen it. If I could have put it in slow motion, you would have seen how you were busting at everybody. Now my man went away and did some time. I don't know how many years, he did a lot of years behind this. Damn it. But he's home. Big up to the J. What up, Slate? But with that being said, man, like I said, just say something and agree with it. Hear what the person said, so you can know how to respond. Alright, man, till next time, take care of yourself.